Hello, fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. Today I am going to be dekitting my second canvas for the Summer with the Masters event, which was my abstract canvas from with art by Kandinsky, and I will put a link in the description box below to where I purchased the canvas. And I'll give you some of my thoughts as I go along and as I dekit. I'm going to be starting from the end of the numbers because that's just easier for me when I dekit. This is a square canvas, and it had 40 colors. And as I said, this was my second canvas for the Summer with the Masters event. They wanted you to find art that was in the public domain. So that predated, I believe, 1923 or 26. I can't remember which date, but one of those. Do those. And I've actually done two canvases. I did this one, and then I did another one that was 5.9. That was a kit by an artist called Alphonse Mucha. And so I've already finished that one, but I had purchased this one. This one, I think I mentioned before when I was unboxing and kitting up this one. I love abstract art, and this was just when I found this one, I was like, oh, I really want to get this one and see how it turns out and see what it looks like when it's diamond painted. So that's what I did. And there were some hiccups along the way. 3835. I can't number and talk at the same time, can you tell? Some hiccups along the way. There was a particular number of drill that had some issues, and just a really inordinate amount for me of problem drills. And so I ended up having to spend a lot of time picking through the drills and picking out the ones that were, missed a couple there, but they're just going to go in the trash. Spent time picking out the ones that were troublesome, which were over half. And so I ended up contacting the company to see if they would send me some replacement drills, which they did with absolutely no problem. So, you know, they had great customer service. I didn't have any issues, you know, getting any arguments about them sending me anything. They simply said, you know, what's the problem? And they fixed it. So I don't fault the company. But when I received the replacement drills, let me find this number again, because, excuse me, I can't count and math at the same time. Ooh, I don't think those are going to be the same shade, but we'll see. The replacement drills that they sent me did not match, had the same issues. So, yeah, that's two different shades in there. Anyway, they had the same issues. Now, I will say I had plenty of drills because I had the replacements to pick through, and, you know, kind of pick out what I thought were the problem drills, and 57, 56, and go through them, pick out the bad ones. I put them in my trash, and then I used the good ones. So, you know, again, I don't fault the company for that. It's, you know, 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 it's, apparently just something in that lot of drills that got manufactured. I did even try to purchase drills from a drill company to see if I could use those instead, because it did take a while for the replacement drills to get to me. Because the company is in Australia and I am in the US, I knew it was going to take a while for the replacements to get to me. So I went ahead and ordered some spare drills from a US company, so that I would have them, thinking, well, if they match, then I can just use those. And then, you know, if the replacement drills get here and they're just as bad, then I won't be any worse off, because, you know, I will have bought these replacement drills. Unfortunately, the replacement drills dialots did not match. And again, that's no fault of the company. They tell you that up front, that, you know, there's no way to guarantee that the drills that they send you, that the dialots are going to match, because, you know, we've all experienced that as diamond painters, that's just how it goes. It's like buying yarn. You got to make sure you're getting the same dye lot, or it's not going to work. Which is why I had gone ahead and requested the replacement drills from the company, because, you know, there was always an off chance with them even that the replacement drills would not match. They did, and I had plenty of drills to finish the project, so it all turned out fine, which is good. 3779. So I finished the canvas no problem, but it did delay my working on it while I was waiting for the replacement drills. So that was a little frustrating, just because I have other projects that I wanted to get to, and those were forced to kind of be on hold while I, you know, was waiting to finish this. So I snuck in some small ones, but, you know, I couldn't start really another big canvas. Well, I could have, I suppose, but I didn't want to. Plus, was running out of storage, so I just decided I would go ahead and do some smaller projects while I was waiting. So that's what I did, until I got the replacement drills. So let me give you some details about the canvas. I told you it had 22. It had 40 colors, and really there were like 3 colors that I had the most of, and then the rest of them were all kind of not a whole lot of drills really for the amount of colors that I had. So that was part of the frustration with the color that I had being bad, because, you know, if it had been a color like this one, where, you know, this was the number of drills really that I had to do, it wouldn't have been bad. Unfortunately, it was one of the background colors, which meant that there were bags and bags and bags. I think there were over 50 bags of the color that I had issues with. So yeah, it was not fun, kind of picking through the drills, but I did it. I powered through, and I completed the canvas, and I'll show you when I show you, you know, how it turned out. I'll share my thoughts on the canvas itself. It is a 40 by 60, like I said. So it's you know, not a larger canvas for me, but for some of you, I'm sure. So trying to pull the numbers out here so I can see what I'm doing. 3740. Okay. So 40 colors. It was poured glue, so that was nice. Because of the issue with some of the drills not being you know, the greatest quality. I did have some problems with gapping, but it wasn't the end of the world. 3740, where did that go? Okay. Wasn't the end of the world, and now that it's all done, yeah, I'm happy with the way it turned out. 3712. I start pulling the little cards up so I know what number I'm pulling and putting back, because I almost forgot on that last one what color it was. Good thing I hadn't taken the sticker off yet, because it might have been scary. You might not have been able to figure out what color it was. I did learn something new. I was discussing the my next project, and how in a lot of kits, the darker color drills, especially like the 310s and this color 3371 and 939s, you know, they're really dark colors, tend to just have a lot of trashy drills. And, you know, wondered why that was, if it was because of the color, if there's something in the colors, you know, whatever. And someone informed me that Diamond Art Club had stated in their VIP Facebook group, which I am not a part of, that their little quality assurance machine, robot, whatever it is, I'm assuming it's some kind of scanner thing, has problems looking at the darker colored drills, and so it struggles with quality assurance on those drills, which I get. But, you know, I'm talking to my husband and I'm telling him about it, and I'm like, okay, well, if they know that, then, you know, couldn't somebody science an answer to that? Like, I get that it has something to do with the color, but does that mean they'd have to have a completely separate machine to do those particular colors, and it's just cost prohibitive? Because, I don't know, I feel like some companies have good 310s and darker colors, so am I misremembering that? 3347. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's see. It is a full drill canvas. It's square. I told you already it was poured glue. It was, I'm looking at my logbook here. Oh, if you guys can hear that, I'm so sorry. People are setting off fireworks because, yeah. So, so I should probably get done so that you guys don't have to listen to that, because that'll be annoying. I ordered it on the 25th of the month, and I received it on the 18th of the next month. So it didn't take a horribly long amount of time, but yeah, there was a little bit of a wait for delivery. So that's something to keep in mind, because again, this company is out of Australia. So if you, like me, are in the US, that is going to result in some wait time for you while it ships. See, my start and end dates are kind of wonky because I had to wait while I was waiting for the replacement drills. So there's kind of a big swath of time there where I didn't work on it, because I actually started on this back in May 26th or 27th, and I didn't complete it until the 2nd of July. However, my actual working time on it is, I think, 45 hours approximately to finish this 60 by 40 canvas. So not too bad. Let's see, 938 is still in this box. And 928 is in this box, and then I'm going to have to switch boxes. So yeah, and the kit was, I paid $40.94 for it. So I would caution everyone, when you check out, you get lots of pop-ups asking if you want to add things to your cart. And because I am impatient, I inadvertently ended up with some tools added to my cart that I didn't really want or need. But rather than go back and try to cancel the whole order and do it all again, I just let it go. But yeah, be careful when you're ordering to take your time so that you don't end up with some things in your cart that you didn't intend to, because that's super duper annoying. So that's not my favorite thing either, those websites where when you go to them, while you're looking around, every 5 seconds you're getting a pop-up that so-and-so bought whatever kit. That drives me crazy. Just FYI, diamond painting companies, most of us don't care. You know, I don't know if they're trying to fool you into buying more because you think, oh, someone got this one. I don't know if they think, hey, this is something you might not have looked at, so we're going to pop it up for you. I don't know exactly what the thought process is behind it, other than marketing, obviously. But yeah, it's kind of annoying. Oh, and I just realized one of the big colors I needed from my other box. So let me pull that back out really quick, because 951 was one of the background colors that I had the most of. It is not the one that was trashy, thank goodness, but as you can see, I had more than enough to finish. So I don't even know if all of these will fit in my bag. Some of these may just go live in my trash because I don't really need that many of these, I don't think. Yeah, that seems plenty full, so I'm going to call that good, and then the rest of these are going to go live in the trash container because I don't need that many extra drills. So let me just open the trash container really quick and let me dump these in there. I'll add a nice little bit of color to my mostly black trash. So and some of these, my removable stickers are coming off, but they're leaving a little bit of residue, so I will 817, I will need to wipe those off with a bit of Goof Off to kind of clean off any residue before I put any more stickers on them. I wanted to get this kit finished so that I would have these containers to use for my next one, which didn't end up happening. I ended up having to kind of cobble a couple of systems together because I wanted to get the next project kitted up and going, and because I'm impatient and I couldn't wait. So it's kind of got to be Frankensteined together from a couple of different systems, but that's okay. So, and as you can see, some of these colors, I didn't have very much to begin with, and I certainly don't have very much left over, so that's nice. So, yeah, I'm really excited to show you guys this canvas. I am definitely going to be ordering a frame for this one, and it's 60 by 40 is the size that I purchased, and it is actually a 60 by 40. That is the size of the drill field. That is not just the size of the canvas. So, which makes it nice because, you know, then if you're in the US like me, we don't use the metric system here. Why, I don't know, but we don't. And so I need to convert the size that I need in centimeters to inches. And then the company that I'm planning to order from, I have to, well, I end up leaving an allowance of, I think, 1/4 inch is what they tell you. So you add basically 1/4 inch to your measurements, so that, because I want my entire drill field to be within the frame, I don't want to have to cut off like a row of drills or something to make it fit in the frame if I give them the exact dimensions. So they figure that extra 1/4 inch is, you know, going to be, well, 1/4 inch of your image, whatever size you tell them, 1/4 inch of it will get hidden behind the frame because of the way it has to fit in there. So I always add 1/4 inch to my measurements when I order the frame, so that my whole diamond painting will show and not be hidden under the frame itself. Because again, I spent time placing all of those diamonds. I want all of them to show. I don't want to have to cut them off. And I realize that some people don't care about that, but I do. So this color was my problem color. It was, like I said, the one that I had the absolute most of. These are just the few drills that I had left that I sorted through, so I know these are all good. So I'm going to keep these. The other drills are in the trash, and I will show you the trash when I get to the end of this, so that you can see how much there is. But once I actually had the drills and I could sort through them, it actually went pretty quickly, so that was good. And then this was the third color that I had the most of. That was the third background color. So yeah, whew, those are not at all this. Oh, because that's 676. Duh, that's why they're not the same. Good gravy. Let's try this one. Oh, they're still not the same, but they're a lot closer. So, and that's what I mean about, you know, dye lots matching. When you see this, you know, they're both 677. They should be the same, but when you're talking two different companies, they're really not. You can't tell really now that they're in there together, because they get mixed in, which is why I do that. Because then, you know, if they get randomized, if one's slightly off, it's not that noticeable. And if it is noticeable, then I can just pick out, you know, one shade that I have a lot of and be like, okay, I'm going to use this one for, you know, a project where I maybe need 10 drills or 15 drills or something like that. It's not a big deal that I have multiple shades of the same DMC. At least it isn't to me. So 646. And then I need 642. So, yeah, I'm filling up some more of these colors, which is good because I happen to have purchased some Heaven and Earth Designs canvases, as well as some Heaven and Earth designed charts. And I am in the process of trying to figure out whether I want to just buy the drills for the canvases that I bought from the, you know, one of the companies they recommend, just buy the whole package of drills, or whether I want to try and, you know, piecemeal it myself from what I have in storage. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to do both, just as an experiment for myself to see which way I like better. Is it more fun to kind of, you know, source it myself, or is it less headache to order them from, you know, a drill company and then see, good gravy, my house is busy today. You can hear that phone. I apologize. It's my husband's phone. He's apparently deaf. I don't know why it is turned up that loud. So anyway, I will probably do both so that I can see which way I want to go with the next canvas, because as I said, I bought 3 of them. I have 3 of the Crown Jewel canvases, which means that I have the canvas with the image printed on it, and I had them print them all in color. You can get them in color or black and white, your choice. I chose color. And you can also choose whether they are poured glue or double-sided adhesive. I chose poured glue for all of mine. I mean, if I get a choice, I'll take poured glue. I don't mind double-sided adhesive, but if I have a choice, yeah, I'll pick the poured glue every time. So it's just easier when I make a mistake or I don't place a diamond quite perfectly to slide them around on a poured glue canvas than it is to do that with a double-sided adhesive canvas. So, all right, 4:35, getting close to being done here. So, which is good. I'm starting to get hot standing here under all these lights again. Okay, I think I got 6 or 7 colors left, and then I'll be done. And then I can show you the canvas. Okay, 420. This canvas had lots of browns and creams, but there were some really pretty pops of color, some really pretty blues and pinks and purples in it. So this canvas was kind of a nice surprise in that way, in that it was a lot of background, which was good because I could multi-place, so it went fairly quickly. Although I have discovered I am not as good with large multi-placers as I am with the smaller ones. 2, 3, 4, and 5, I'm pretty good. If I get any larger than that, I tend to not place straight. I just, for whatever reason, my brain doesn't cooperate and my hand doesn't put things where they should go. And so, yeah, I spent a lot of time straightening things before I finally just decided, okay, I'm gonna accept defeat and use the smaller ones, because I'm wasting more time straightening them than if I just used a smaller multi-placer. So that's what I did. Because, like I said, I love my little round wheel multi-placer, but it does not cooperate with me for round or for square drills. Works great when I'm using round drills, or yeah, round drills, but when I'm using square drills, oh my goodness, you guys, I apologize if you can hear those fireworks. I'm trying to go quickly here so I can get done, and I thought I was going to beat the noise, but clearly I was wrong. So it's not even time for everyone to be home from work yet. It's a weekday. People should still be at work. Nobody's on vacation yet. And yet here we are. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. 312, only got 3 colors left, so okay. And then I will set aside all of my containers and I will do the Goo Gone off screen, because you guys don't need to sit and watch me do that. So anyway, yeah, you can see from like this purple, there were some really nice pops of color as I was working through the canvas. So it was nice to kind of hit, you know, okay, I've done this big section of nothing but kind of creams and yellows, and then I hit this section of, oh, there's this really bright, pretty blue, or this pretty pink, or this pretty purple. So, yeah, the color pops of it were nice. So that was fun. Okay, get this sticker off. And they are my removable stickers paper, so they hopefully won't take too horribly long for me to remove any residue, because there really isn't that much, just, and I probably could get away with waiting until the next batch to clean them, but I will just go ahead and do it anyway, because that's me. It will bother me if I don't, so I will, and I will get that done. Okay, so there was 152. That was my last color of the 40. So let me move some of this stuff out of the way, including my spare drill boxes and my containers, and I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay guys, I hope I've gotten this set up so that you can see the canvas in its entirety. So we'll see. So are we ready? Here it is. Isn't she gorgeous? So this is called Composition VIII by Kandinsky, and I am super duper thrilled with how this came out. I am going to be buying a frame for this, like I said, and it's got some issues with gapping and, you know, some rows being not perfectly straight because of some of the drill issues and things. I'm probably going to go back and do some straightening up, you know, to get rid of those as much as I can, but from a distance it will all blend and you will never see it. And hopefully you can see what I mean about all of the pops of color here. You can see this big, what I call old vinyl. It looks like an old vinyl record to me up here. These pops of, you know, circular color here. Got these little hills here, all of the lines and angles through it, the little, you know, checkerboard kind of thing here, this pyramid back here with this big black stripe, and then kind of some movement here with this one. I've liked this painting when I saw the original, and I couldn't wait to see how it turned out as a diamond painting, and I am super duper happy with it. I mean, there are things I would change about it, yes, but overall, as it's been completed, now that I'm finished with it and I can kind of step back and see the whole thing, like I said, there's some issues and you see me fussing with, you know, some gapping and things like that, but once I get it framed and put it under the acrylic, you'll never see that. So yeah, I'm super happy with it. Like I said, it took me 45 hours, so not a bad amount of work for the 60 by 40. So I will be heading over to purchase a custom frame for it, and when I do that and I get it, I am planning to go back and show you guys how I frame it and where I get my frames from, because I know framing is always an issue for people. It can be so expensive, and especially when you need a custom size, because a lot of these just are not custom sizes for frames. I wish they were, but they're not. You can buy some kind of not custom things and make them work, but I'm going to try and order custom because I just like how this one turned out. So yeah, I'm really happy with just the overall look of it now that it's finally complete. Like I said, there were issues with gapping, and I'm sure you can see as I'm fussing where some of those issues are, but overall, yeah, really happy with it. So again, this is Composition VIII, and I will put a link in the description down below. And of course, I forgot to show you my trash. So let me pull this out here so I can show it to you. Here is all of the trash that I had. It is 2 almost full Harbor Freight containers. And you can see that most of it is that background color that I told you I had lots of problem drills with. So let me dump some of them out here and we'll see if you guys can see some of the issues. Now, some of these, you know, were just standard issues. They had, you know, divots in them or tabs on them or whatever. But for this kind of yellowish color, and I'm going to get as close as I can and kind of point them out here, you can see these drills have like weird dimples in them. And so it creates weird shadows. So when you put them on the canvas, they don't look like a fairly decent, you know, a good drill. Like, see how this one, this white one right here, does not have the same shadows as some of these other ones. And so, yeah, there were just a lot of them. Now, some of them were issues because, like, you know, this one, it's too small. This one here is not a completely formed drill. It's just a little blob. And you know, some of the other colors had those issues too. But for the most part, the issues I had were these weird dimples in all of these drills. And so that's what led to most of the trash. So I'm going to add them to my trash here. And I'm going to guess that that means my trash is no longer going to appear mostly black. It's going to appear mostly this cream color because, yeah, I have 2 full containers of it, which was kind of crazy and actually frustrated myself once because I was keeping the trash in another Elizabeth Ward container, and then I got confused about which ones were the good drills and the bad drills. And so then I dumped a whole bunch of good drills that I had sorted into the trash drills, and there was no way I was going to go through a whole container of this and sort them out again. So there are probably some good drills that got thrown away as well, but I had enough to complete the kit. That's all that counts. Whoops, sorry guys. And so, yeah, just going to go in my trash, and then I'm going to give them a good shake and get them all mixed up in there. And now my trash is not just black anymore. Yay. So, still not very full considering how much diamond painting I've done, but that's okay. Oop, and there's one that escaped. That can just go in the regular trash. I've now gotten to the point where I find random drills stuck to me. So anyway, that was the trash, guys. So that's it for the Dekit and kind of finish review of my Composition number 8 by Kandinsky. If you like this video, don't forget to do all the things on your way out. Give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell so that you can be notified of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.